Michael, are your things good for in pod, or are you trying to open up a segment here?
Um, I forgot the first one.
Hell yeah.
I have the
You don't write shit down?
The NAFTA
No.
difference.
I'll
Attaboy.
probably remember it. I'll remember it at some
Okay.
point. But the other one, I just was like, I was watching the highlights, and I can't remember what game it was, but I watched, I think it was Newcastle actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was Miguel Almiron. Miguel Almiron took a shot, and it was not close. Like it should have been close. Should have been probably on target or at least close, and it was just like fucking in another stratosphere, right? But he had that look on his face of, you know, the kid that like when he fucks up, he always is like, oh, dude, but like if I was so close, like if I would have just, you know, like oh I slipped right before, and like but if I wouldn't have slipped, like it was going top bins for sure, 100%. I think every team has that guy. Like who?
I have 10 of those people on my team.
Well, I don't think it's one guy necessarily, but I think it's at least at minimum one person. So I was wondering who all those people were on your guys' team.
I mean, it's Adama. It's the easiest answer.
Yeah,
ever.
you do have the easiest one. But I don't think Adama. I think Adama just. It's almost like the other people are like, dude, if you just slow down and kick the ball, and he's like, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Oddly
that's
enough,
fair.
I actually think it's Holland for us. Because when he misses, he freaks out. Like he looks like he would never miss ever. I don't know. I don't know if we have one.
Every team has one. I think
Bru-
yours is
it's Bru- it's-
Bernardo.
Could
It's
be
Bru-
Bernardo.
Bruno for us for sure.
It's
He just yells.
It's
at-
more the face. It's more the face, honestly.
Yeah, and it's like it's that, and then I think Fred has the Eli Manning face. Like when he kicks his field goal, he always has the like, ugh, just the disappointing like, or
Yeah.
how did that happen face? Like that weird. Fred's got a little weird Midwestern kind of smirk in him, you know.
Dude,
I could break down all 6 wingers and their faces. Like, Podence always looks dumbfounded that it hit a post or something like that. Neves does every single time.
that's the
Like-
that's the Fernandez one too. He goes like
It's a
this.
Portuguese thing.
Yeah, he puts his hands over. I mean, it's been 4 years. I'm still waiting for Andy Robertson to actually fucking score a goal off of like the left side. It'll never happen. Every time-
Wait, I just figured out who ours is. It's Harry Maguire every time there's a corner and he heads it into the stratosphere over the goalpost.
Well, see,
Love
but
it.
you have to somewhat expect the ball to go in, I guess. So I guess my Robertson one doesn't count either because I don't expect it to ever go in.
The NAFTA podcast.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
NAFTA podcast. We're back. It is episode 54. We have the whole crew in the building. Michael's in, Dylan's in, Nick is in as well. Boys, I want to say one thing. For a Tucker takeover, I thought the pod went really, really well. I didn't actually have to edit that much. I think he kept it short and sweet. And Nick, I felt like I was in one of your classrooms. Like you were just conducting, driving very well. How did it feel?
It was. I kind of blacked out a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I guess I took a public speaking class in college, and when you have to watch, when you have to like watch yourself and listen to yourself, we had to grade ourselves. That was the most uncomfortable I've ever been hearing myself talk, except for this pod, when I realized I did not notice how many times I say, and it was bad, but it was fun. I enjoyed thinking of all the different transitions off the cuff and watching Dylan smirk and put his head down like, God damn it, he did it again.
Don't
made me
ever
feel
leave
proud.
me alone again. Please.
Yeah, which made me feel proud at the same time. But John, I have such a newfound respect for you. I want nothing to do with hosting ever again.
I think the only person that, Dylan, I don't know if you want to, you've never said anything, but I feel like Michael has done it a few times. and he's the only person I know that has done it and like swaggers into the next episode. Just like, yeah, you fucking hear that? Like, it's not that hard, dude. I don't understand why you think it's hard. It's not that hard. So I appreciate it, but
I will say my mother enjoyed your guys' episode.
Really?
Mom listened to it.
John, how did you? How on earth did you call me out for not listening to the episode? Because I never listened to our episodes, and not realize that Mom listened to it when she said, "I'm listening to Tucker Takeover right now."
I thought that she just.
I think she was
listened
talking
to the
about
joke.
Tucker
I thought
Carlson.
No, I thought that too. All of her neighbors maybe. I thought she just listened to the joke.
No, she was listening to the episode.
Wow.
Which I don't know if I cussed in that beginning thing that we just talked about, but this one goes out to my mom. I'm gonna try real hard not to cuss on this one so you can listen to it.
Why did she say she didn't listen to it? Because
she said,
not gonna hear us cuss.
No, she said she listened to one where I just was ripping F-bombs, and she's like, I just wish you wouldn't cuss. And I said, I think, dude, this was like a month ago. I said, next one I won't cuss, and then I've forgotten till this point.
Damn.
We need you need to have your Eminem 8 Mile moment. Just prove you can do it without it.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to try my absolute best.
It's like Rex Ryan in Hard Knocks when his mom scolded him for cursing too much. The next episode, he had to stop cursing.
Listen, that is a grown man.
Yeah. Dude, that was one of the best Hard Knocks ever, though. The Jets one. I think it was still in college.
And the best line of all time. Yo, what's wrong with McKnight? He took a pay cut coming to the NFL.
Yeah, well, rest in peace, that poor guy.
Oh, really?
Jeez, Nick.
He's been dead.
I
thought you were gonna say the best.
All right, let's go. Let's just go get a snack, boys.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, the best line from that whole thing is, "Let's get a fucking snack." Sorry, Mom.
You're quoting. It doesn't count.
Yeah,
you're
cool.
quoting. You're quoting.
Doesn't count. Anyway, I thought the episode was great. I actually really appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I needed a day off of the pod. Like I was kind of putting it in your court, and I appreciate you guys taking over.
Dude,
that said,
that's the best part is that Dylan's like, I was like, dude, he's joking. He goes, no, he's not. We gotta do it. We go, I'm pretty sure he's being sarcastic. No. And then we record it, and then you go, wait, you guys really did it?
Yeah, I
listen,
for sure.
Part of good teamwork is knowing when El Capitan needs a break. I could sense it through the text.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I said, by the way, I can't make it. And Dylan was like, haha, okay. And I was like, all right, cool. I think he knew. But yeah, I thought you guys did a great job. I appreciate it. It's always good to be able to take one off here and there. That said, I switched things up a little bit, and I didn't tell you guys. But I have games set up in 3 different categories, essentially. First one's just, all right, duh, this happened, of course. These are things we all got right. The second one is, oh shit, but it's 3 different oh shits. It's like, oh shit, that happened. Oh shit, and like, oh shit, they're in deep shit. And then the last 2 games are things we're actually going to talk about. So figured I'd give us a little taste here, or a little teaser here of where we're going. Of course, let's just start off with...
Dylan, what would you like to say?
I just appreciate that we just had a conversation of you want to stop cursing because your mother listens, and then you just literally named the segment, oh shit.
Yeah,
shit doesn't count.
Shit's on the border. Like
no, there's one word she cares about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it come after E?
No, it's
yes.
Republican. Yeah, no. Anyway. Yeah. Kidding. Yeah, don't say the F word. Anyway, shit's fine. But Dylan, true. I will apologize to my mom afterwards. Michael, it looked like you wanted to jump in on something, or no?
No.
I
was just pointing.
Dylan the floor.
Yeah.
You'd get the bar. This isn't a frat house, boys.
See, I've always thought it was funny that Barb didn't give a shit that we were cussing. At least.
We've broken her when it comes to that. She's kind of given up.
My mom is holding strong, dude.
Yeah.
33 years of it, she's holding strong. All right, the games are flying through. None of these are going to be a surprise to you. We'll start here. Everton 1, Fulham 3. Harrison Reed in the 22nd minute. Dwight McNeil ties it up before half in the 35th. Then Harry Wilson and Dan James. Holy shit, where has Dan James been this whole season?
In my closet.
Yeah, exactly, with the jersey that Nick got after last season. 3-1 win for Fulham. Southampton 0, Crystal Palace 2. Eze with the brace, 1 in the 54th, 1 in the 68th. This is a dub because obviously this is the most pro Hodgson podcast that you can find on the interweb. So that's in there. Man City 3, Leicester 1. John Stones with a crafty goal in the 5th minute. Holland, Penn in the 13th. Holland again in the 25th. And then Iniacho, a former Man City legend, gets one back for Leicester 3-1. Game that ended a little bit closer than we would have liked. Forest 0, Man United 2. Anthony in the 32nd, and then Delo in the 76th, a 2-0 win for United. And then today's game, Liverpool 6, Leeds 1. A scoring spree. Dylan, I think you might have mentioned on the earlier pod that this could have ended up this way. But Gakpo in the 35th, Salah in the 39th. Sinistera gets one right after half that might have, made Michael a little nervous, but then they totally just wiped the floor with them. Jota in the 52nd, Salah in the 64th, Jota again in the 73rd, and Darwin Nunez in the 90th. 6-1 win for Liverpool. So those are the games I figured pretty straightforward.
I actually have a comment about the Leeds Liverpool game. 2. 1, I'm upset that I only took over 3.5 in that game. That was silly of me. I should have bumped it up a little bit higher and got a little bit more money. 2, I'd like to make a USA comment, if you guys don't mind. Mm-hmm. And it's not the one I think you're expecting. I just want to do a personal shout out to how good Tyler Adams is and how much Leeds misses him. Specifically, I'm going to give you that on Boxing Day, against City, Leeds gave up 3 goals. Between that time until Tyler Adams got injured, they hadn't conceded more than 2 goals in a single match. Since he's been out, the average goals against is 3.6. Just want to do a little
Yikes.
Tyler Adams is good real quick in a no-shit game.
Because I do think there's an element of, they were talking about Declan Rice in kind of the same context on this pod I was listening to today, where it's like, sometimes if you're the best player on a bad team, it's actually A, more impressive, and B, harder to be able to be like, no, like, if you watch West Ham, you might be like, they're having a bad year, Declan Rice isn't as good. Or it's the opposite, where it's like, they're having a bad year, and he's the best player on the field at all times. This is a minor version of that, but Dylan, I kind of agree with you. I think Tyler Adams has proven, I think he's the best American we got.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%.
And he's going to fight anybody that talk about a guy you want next to you in a foxhole. My God.
Which, Lexi Lala, shut the heck up.
I hate him.
I hate him so much.
It's not because he's a ginger.
No. Nothing to do. All hair matters.
I want to just, my only comments on this game, the Liverpool Leeds game. Yeah. Leeds don't play with actual defenders.
No, that's why I think that's why the Adams stat is actually more impressive.
Yeah, because Koch and Struck are kind of center backs. Fake. Not really for real. I'm pretty sure Struck is a wing back actually playing center back. Mm-hmm. And man, that's why McKennie. I obviously well known on this pod. I love Weston McKennie, but he cannot be a holding pivot midfielder in this team. There's no defenders behind him at all.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then the other thing, which I think is just the craziest stat, Jota had an unbelievable game after, there's calls for he hasn't scored in over a year, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. I mean, he's been hurt for most of it, by the way. But the front three did great. I think that most insane stat though, Trent Alexander-Arnold moving into the midfield from right back. Kind of doing that Zinchenko, kind of doing that John Stones role for you guys. 136 passes in that game, 91% completion rate, 2 assists. That's freaking crazy. Almost.
Was Klopp just playing him out of position, dude?
No, so I was talking to my friend Zach about this. I think that's what they're doing because that's kind of that inverted wingback role that Zinchenko's doing with Arteta. And the thing with it is, though, people are he needs to play midfield, he needs to play midfield, he needs to play midfield. Dude, he can't play in a 3, though. He doesn't run enough, in my opinion. And that could change because, he can obviously get better and improve. But currently, like he does not run enough to be one of the three. He has to be like the overloaded midfielder in that, like going into the midfield. He was sitting back kind of playing like that Thiago role, and he was great. Like he was unbelievable, but people are saying like we need to get a defensive right back and move him to the midfield. Like that's just not going to work, I don't think.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of tape of him running, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also a lot of tape of
Very
him
true.
getting assist after assist after assist. So
And handballing the ball in the box too.
And getting just totally torched on the outside.
yeah, and
Nick.
torching like every team that he's ever played. You know.
Nick, I'm gonna transition to you real quick. Michael mentioned, definitely need to edit this because my brain just shut off for a second. Michael mentioned Jota not scoring for a while. You had a player on your team that didn't score for a while, and then threw out the cockiest tweet I've ever seen in my entire life. So someone on Twitter called Anthony out for not scoring since like the third game of the season. And he
October
replied-
9th? October 9th, please?
in the league.
October 9th. Come
Yeah,
on
was
now.
that
That's forever ago.
That's forever ago.
Yeah, but
It was probably after
yeah.
you lost 4-0 to Brentford.
April.
But get
April.
the forever ago right at least, God.
All right, no, hey,
That might be worse.
More
I'm
power to him.
not sure.
So someone calls him out. Someone calls him out on Twitter for it, and he just tweets, "In 31 minutes, we play at Forest. Tune in," and he scored. Shout out! I mean,
Oh, I
he's-
didn't even see that. Wow.
yeah.
It's
I don't
so,
He's annoying as fuck, but that was dope.
That man,
Dang
does,
it, John.
he does
You
not
messed up.
lack
You messed up.
confidence. He does not lack confidence. The dude's got a front of the throat tat. Like, you think he lacks confidence?
What did
Bro.
I mess up, Michael?
You said the F word. So mom's mad at you. Nick, it's so funny because like I completely respect that and I love that he did that because like any other player I'd be like heck yeah for Anthony, but because Anthony, part of me is also like, you know, whatever, he's a Man United guy. I do love after the game all the Man United accounts tweeting out 10 goals and 2 assists for him for his first year at Man United, as they're counting the 2 goals he scored for Ajax, like in that too. Like he hasn't scored 10 goals for United. It's just delusion
God,
everywhere.
dude. Oh my God. It's
People
awesome.
are clowning all the
They're-
accounts. It's so
Yeah,
good.
they're just trying to distract from the Glazers actually just selling off minority stakes and not selling the team. So, you know.
I mean, you guys spent like a couple $100 million, so I'm not feeling bad for you.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Give me a quick 45 seconds on this one, Nick, and I say 45, knowing I'm gonna get 70.
It was. I mean, we're talking to me, not Michael. But anyway, no, it was exciting. Bruno has been outstanding the last few weeks, and he was lights out. He deserved a goal, but Anthony's looks like he's maybe starting to find it a little bit. But again, the thing that made me nervous is, well, the attack looked great, but again, it's Forrest. But Harry Maguire, good fucking Lord, dude. Your mom can't be mad at me. We've never met.
No, you're safe. You're safe.
Yeah. Like, Harry Maguire. Like, what is going on, dude? Like, Lindelof should be playing, but we just got to win. It was a good outing. God, that's making me so nervous that I clock up right now. I can't even put my thoughts together. No, it was a good, solid win. Did what we're supposed to do. Probably should have had 3 or 4 or 5, but good, huge. Last one here, huge considering the results with the rest of the 3 through 5, 3 through 6. That was it's a massive gap from breathing space from Spurs. Considering our injuries, it gives us a little bit of leeway to slip up, which we will, considering where we're at right now with injuries.
Dylan, you're not a baseball guy, but I feel like you understand the concept of the yips.
You can get the yips in any sport.
Okay, perfect. Does Maguire just have the yips? Like in general? He's just bad?
Yeah.
He wasn't bad on Leicester.
He's only good on the English national team, and even that's iffy.
Dude,
Okay.
Forest fans were chanting Leicester reject at him. I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Let me give you this example, right? What do you think about Brighton's year so far?
Decent.
Come on, be honest. Like, be serious. What do you think about it?
It's the best year they've ever had.
Yeah.
Okay. They're 14-7-8, 54 goals, 37 against. Liverpool, 56 goals, 36 against. Literally almost identical records, identical goal difference. He was playing on Leicester. Like, of course he looked good.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not saying like it was undervalued or didn't matter, but he's playing on a team that like there is an expectation that like some of the mistakes are just like they're gonna happen because it's Leicester. When he goes to United, every single thing he does is like highlighted under a microscope. Everything.
Yeah,
He's just not very good.
I'm happy that he went to United because when I'm on Reels and I always land on the Harry Maguire, it just makes me smile. So like he's actually doing a service for everyone.
Did you see the yellow card that he took like 2 minutes into the game?
Yeah.
Dude, whoever I can't remember who the striker was, but the ball going up and he starts to turn to run to go over the top. And I gotta tell you, man, like there were some SEC linebacker coaches that were probably going nuts for this tackle. Like he just takes him down, and he's complaining. All I see first is yellow card. Maguire's yelling, he's pulling my shirt. Then they show I'm like, what? And then you see the replay, and it's like, oh my god, dude, you could be arrested for assault. Like it was so bad. And I'm like, watch this. I'm like, how? I think I texted the group, how delusional, or maybe I texted my other friend, but like he's just so bad.
Yeah.
Like
He's not good.
Maguire with the first PI call in the Premier League. All right.
Offensive PI. Yeah.
City took care of business against Leicester. That's kind of all I had. Holland with 2 goals. And then Stones' goal is one of the best defender goals I've seen a City team have. So
Yeah, and then Holland subbed at halftime. Thanks a lot, by the way.
sorry, brother. We got to get Julian some minutes.
I
Still
appreciated
flops.
it happening.
He doesn't get 40. He's still a flop.
Yeah.
He's still flopping as he's a goal away from breaking the record.
Nah,
Palace-
he's 40. He's a flop.
Palace 2-0 win. We love it, right?
Love it.
The pod comes together for one man, and it's Roy Hodgson, and that's about it.
Have you seen their goals, by the way? Was the amount of goals they've scored since he's been there?
Yeah, dude, and,
Yeah,
and the
so
amount they
many.
haven't given up.
Yeah, it's 12. It's 12. It's
wild.
12 and 3, and 2
we
and
play them?
and given a conceded 2.
Also
No,
from
we
a,
don't. We already played them twice. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Also from a
Bogey team.
yes, from a relegation standpoint, I'm officially Southampton's funeral. We can have that now. They're officially dead.
Dead in the water. Rest in peace to the Saints.
Now we play.
Though already dead.
They will not be marching in. Shit, that was a joke.
Yeah, it was.
like-
That was
So
it,
proud.
Nick.
I hated myself as it came out of my mouth. That was so gross.
I
I'm gonna
wish I
put.
could hug you
I'm
right
about
now.
to put soap in my mouth. That was disgusting. I'm sorry.
All good. And then the last game in it, I think, normally we'd be like Fulham beating Everton, not that big of a deal, but I think everyone on the pod kind of was holding their breath for Fulham that whatchamacallit's just out now. Mitrovic is out for I think the rest of the year basically. So this could have been
They're trying to
dropped.
extend. They're trying to extend it, right?
Yeah, like he might not play in England again. Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, I think
Bro,
that-
that's
The FA
crazy.
They appealed it again. The FA appealed their own decision. Or maybe FA appealed the Premier League's decision.
They got
I
referees
saw-
walking around elbowing people, and they're literally gonna. That's crazy. I mean, that's literally absurd. 8 games is so many.
It's a ton. Yeah, that was the fly through. Obviously, we hit a little turbulence there, but now we're back on. Let's go to the oh shit section. 3 games I have here is like oh shit, I'm impressed. Wolves 2, Brentford 0. Diego Costa, is this his first goal? No, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
that goal,
hold
good
on.
lord, good lord.
I'd like to throw out there. First off, a goal's a goal, Nick. We celebrate them however they come.
Yep.
2, with that goal, I'm full of stats today. With that goal, he now is still averaging a half a goal per Premier League game that he's ever played, which is actually higher than Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney. So just gonna throw that one out there.
Holy shit.
Give me goal contributions.
Yeah, I'm sure that's down, but I'm just saying in terms of the average, it's there.
Costa in the 27th, and then He Chen Wang in the 69th. Big one
Nice.
for Wolves. That was the oh shit, I'm impressed. The oh shit, this team's actually really fucking good. Maybe Aston Villa 3, Newcastle United 0, and it might not be this team's oh shit they're that good. It's holy shit, where did Ollie Watkins get into this form? Jacob Ramsey got the first goal in the 11th minute, assisted by Watkins. Ollie Watkins has his own goal, first goal in the 64th minute, 2-0 going up for Villa, and then he capped off a brace in the 83rd with his second goal. Villa again a 3-0 win, and then I went like, oh shit, this team is actually really fucking bad. Spurs 2, Bournemouth 3. Son in the 14th is equalized by Vigna in the 38th. Solanke goes ahead and takes the lead for Bournemouth in the 51st. Danjuma ties it up in the 88th, and then it's the 5th minute of stoppage time where Utera gets the third goal for Bournemouth and gets them all 3 points. So you got 3 different games here with 3 different things. Dylan, let's just start with you. Biggest one for you guys of the year. Best team beat, right?
Yeah, considering that I was chalking this up as a tie or loss, and we have Leicester and I guess Bournemouth's going to be a little bit harder than I'm expecting, but I'm pretty sure we have Leicester and Bournemouth to start or to end or maybe it's Crystal Palace, sorry. It's Leicester and Crystal Palace where I think they're 2 winnable games for us that if we get 4 points out of the next 2, I will actually come on here and say I think we're officially good. I still feel like we're good, but like I don't know. I'd also like to throw out Neves has been out these past 2 games. And this is our signing this January. João Gomez has been playing very well in the midfield. And Matheus Nunes has finally decided to be the person that he was in Sporting. Like dicing up people. I'm hoping he's too expensive for you, Michael, so you guys don't want him at this point.
Are you kidding me? Is he more than 25 mil?
100%. We bought him for like 50. We're not doing it.
We can't afford him.
Great. So then he has to stay. But like, the point I'm making is, if we stay up and with how the midfield is playing that we currently have, I'm actually excited to see if we get Lopetegui some players with like the 100 million that we probably get for Neves to United or Barcelona or whoever it is like it's making me feel confident that we can actually give up our best player. They'll be all right.
Yeah, I actually think the best signing he has had all season is Lopetegui.
Yeah.
I think if you can get him some players next year, you might be back into the mix of 11 to 10 to 9, 8.
I was going to say, we're starting to play again like we should be a top 10 team in the Premier League, which I'm okay with, obviously.
Yeah.
Better than Wimbledon.
They look good. I think everyone on this pod now knows you're safe, but won't say it out loud.
Thank you.
You're safe.
Yeah, have fun in your have fun winning your treble, making Champions League.
Love it.
You mean John?
No, you're gonna win one, right?
No, Europa doesn't really count. It's not for you. It's for you when you win. I'm ready to pat you on the back.
I'm glad you're finally realizing that.
Well, yeah, because we're probably gonna lose. So I'm already 1 leg out the door, 1 foot out the door.
Ollie Watkins 2, Newcastle 0. Guys, where did he come from?
Like he came from the deep depths of Unai Emery's brain, literally.
He looks great. He's insane. 27 years old. He's got 14 goals this year, 6 assists. Has scored in every game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 out of the last 12.
8, 9. 9 out of the last 11.
And
10 out of the last 12, including this. He's on the fantasy team. That's the only reason why I know.
Yeah, he had an assist this game. I'm sure he had like 1 in there too. He is like easily goal contributions above games.
He's also John from South Dartmoor Community College in Torquay, United Kingdom.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to that research.
Who did he? There's a tweet that said like he has been watching certain strikers' movement off the ball or whatever. I can't remember who it was. I want to say, okay, I don't know if this is true. I thought it was Drogba, but I also have been seeing a lot of like Drogba content recently for some reason, so I could just be mixing the two.
Yeah, they probably think that you're a Chelsea fan, and like since you're pissed off at Chelsea so much,
because I hate them so much.
Like, yeah, they're showing you the glory years.
They're like, please.
Ollie Watkins looks good. I think the only other managerial pickup this year that might be better than Wolves is Aston Villa.
He's still number 2.
Unai, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you know he turned down the Newcastle job?
Yeah, insane. I heard that this weekend. I thought that was nuts.
Yeah.
Who's number one,
Morals.
Michael?
Morals.
De Zerbi.
Ooh, that's a good call. It's a good shout. I
Nice to
mean,
meet the ball.
does Villa have a shot?
Yeah.
They do have a shot. I mean,
At
they're-
what?
They have a shot at Champions League.
They have a shot. No, they have
No.
a shot at Europe.
Yeah. I mean, they're already in the spot. They're in 6th.
I don't know
So-
who they play. I'd have to look, but I mean, a lot of green on the FOTMOB page.
Yeah, a lot of green.
Ton of
in-
green.
in the front. And then again, I think this will be quick, but Spurs. What's going on?
We play Aston Villa. I'm terrified. Let's go ahead.
Nick, you got some
yeah.
insight?
I have some notes from a Tottenham fan.
Can
Oh,
I?
God.
Come on, before you say them.
Three bullet points.
Do they
Hey, wait.
look like a Trump truth?
Wait, hold on.
No.
I got my violin. Play it.
Oh my God, Michael wins one game, and all of a sudden, look at him.
Hey, I've had this energy towards Spurs all year.
All right,
First win since
here's
March.
actually.
True.
I'm gonna read you this thread. It's very quick. I'll go. 1. Team feels like they have no direction, all in limbo. So no one has any pride in what they're doing. Think like a baseball showcase team. Dan Levy hasn't bought a defender we need. Let's see who else. We're a team of 4 coaches because Daniel Levy is a see you next Tuesday. In all caps. F.
Can we
Levy,
say that, John?
I do, but like I'm trying to bring it back, just like Larry David.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say the actual word on the
Yeah,
interwebs.
you're good.
Yeah. And then all caps F. You're welcome, Mrs. Whitaker. Levy, that bald. See you next Tuesday. Dan Levy is the Wilpons of the EPL. I hope he slips in. Oh God, this one's aggressive. Slips in the shower and falls onto Conte's blank. We spent money, on fucking Jason Bay. I've said too
Linked
much.
one effort, not the other.
Yeah,
So,
sorry.
So wait, hold on a second. This guy is actually depressed because he's a Spurs and a Mets fan.
No. This is a combination of two of my friends that are Spurs fan. I pray every night that Daniel Levy to die via ISIS. You have not gone too far. I said what I said. Shit, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh my god.
Can I?
There's
Go
more,
ahead,
but
John.
I'm not going to continue.
Because you clearly didn't pre-read it, and it probably gets much worse.
No, it does. I just kind of forgot about the end of it. That's why I stopped. It gets even darker from there.
I mean, wishing holy war on someone here in the UK is pretty tough, but it's all right.
I love
Don't.
Holy War.
Larry David survived.
Just because I know he's probably going to be listening, I'd like to give him one more. It's our Spursy stat of the day.
Let's do it.
Did you know that
Roll the
Bournemouth
intro.
scored 3 goals on a .94 xG? That is
I
the
love that.
Spursiest stat of the day.
Oh, that's going to drive him nuts. Oh, it's
love
going to
that.
be beautiful.
Man, I just love that the game-winning goal for Bournemouth came from someone named Dango.
Watara.
Yeah,
Dude, he's actually insane. He's very good.
yeah, but his
Yeah,
name's
he's-
Dango. That shit's tight.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I
quick
love it.
quick question. So since
Dango Unchained. Go.
we did this with the bottom there, we did this early in the season, but now that 5, 6, 7, 8 has obviously had a little bit of a shakeup with Brentford
Yeah.
and Fulham dropping down.
Yep.
Who do you want in? Who do you think stays? Clearly, it's Brighton. But do you think Villa or Brighton stay?
No, it's going to be Spurs out. It's Villa and Brighton that are both going to be
So
there.
who do you put 5 and 6 in the Europa
I
spots?
just told you, Brighton then Villa. That ain't a guess.
You don't think Liverpool? Liverpool wins their game in hand. They are in 6th.
We also play Villa.
You could very easily be in Europa.
Have you looked at Villa?
Yeah.
Have you looked at Villa's schedule outside of Liverpool?
Oh, and then all of a sudden Michael
Have you
cares
looked at
about
our
the Europa
schedule?
League trophy.
The-
then
We
all
have
of a sudden.
the easiest schedule of any team remaining.
I think they have the second easiest.
All right, Dylan. So they got to go to Brentford, which
Easy.
I don't know. If
We
it's
just beat
easy.
them. Easy.
Okay, but it's not easy because we thought playing Fulham was easy too, and then they won. Again.
No, but that was Everton. I bought too much stock in Everton, which I tend to do in times. Again, so
So then they play Fulham. That should be a win. At home.
easy.
Go to United.
Easy.
I don't think you can just say easy because you want to be right. It's not an easy game.
When United's whole team is out injured, I'm gonna say easy.
Okay, go to Wolves.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but we all know what we're thinking.
They play Spurs.
Easy.
They play us at Anfield.
Medium.
And they play Brighton the last day.
Brighton has nothing to play for on the last day. Easy.
Yeah, you just said they have everything to play for. They're going to Europe.
They will already be in 5th and nothing will change.
Okay, we play Nottingham Forest. We play West Ham. We play Spurs. We play Fulham. We play Brentford. We play Leicester. We play Villa. We play Southampton.
Yeah, I admit you guys have the easier schedule, but they also have an easy schedule.
You said we were the second easiest. Stick to your guns.
I was directionally accurate. That's all that matters.
You were actually not directionally accurate. You were incorrect specifically.
I think it'll be interesting, Nick. I think it's a good question. I think Liverpool sneaks in, and I think, oh man, I'd have to see Brighton's schedule too, and I don't want us to start just naming games again. But
Brighton
I'll
have
go,
the FA
I'll
Cup
go,
too.
Oh, they have a what?
They have the FA Cup too, Brighton.
Yeah. I'll go Villa Liverpool just to be a little bit different.
I'll go Brighton Liverpool. I think it's actually, if we don't get top 6, I think it's, given the schedule we have, it's actually unforgivable.
Unforgivable in the sense of Klopp out?
No, they're not getting rid of him. There's actually a tweet today that had, it was a very good source that said Klopp is gaining more power or authority at Liverpool. And I literally tweeted, I was like, what the F does that mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Alex,
He's the head coach.
Sir Alex status.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand.
He's becoming a Russian czar. All right.
Seriously,
Because that turned out well for them.
Yeah. So,
debatable.
Those are the shit games. I thought that was a decent setup, decent category. Now let's get to the things that you could actually probably fill a whole podcast with, which we won't do, but it needs to be talked about.
I would love to.
Chelsea won. Brighton and Hove Albion 2. Conor Gallagher in the 13th minute gave Chelsea an early lead, but then they were unable to keep old man Danny Welbeck out of the goal, tied it up in the 42nd minute, and then Julio Enciso in the 69th give Brighton the lead, and ultimately Brighton get the dub at Stamford Bridge against the Chelsea team that got scolded afterwards by their American owner. And I think that it's not really fun anymore for Chelsea to lose because the internet and their fans aren't really even going nuts anymore. They're just sad. So
that's great. I don't
True.
even care. Can I only have, I think I'm the most online person, right? Here?
Probably.
Okay. First, Brighton expected goals 2.94. At Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 0.54. That's crazy. 26 shots, 10 on target to 8 shots, 2 on target. The best thing ever was, did you see the Gallagher goal?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay. Mudryk goes through, he lays it off, he didn't backheel it, but he pushed it behind him. Gallagher shot it, deflected into the goal. Mm-hmm. The Twitter went crazy. Mikhail Mudryk, stop that. What a pass. Unbelievable. And somebody put, oh my God, are the expectations this low? It was nothing, dude. I've seen that pass 1,000 times. I'm not going to lie. I love piling on Chelsea. It's awesome. But I try not to do it if it's not warranted, but they just, they're like a spring of just never-ending just comedy. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. How do you have all these guys, while we're trying to sign 2 of them, by the way, which is just the worst thing ever. How do you have all these guys and none of them are any good? It's just crazy to me. And Frank Lampard's honestly worse than Graham Potter, so they took a step backwards.
Absolutely. Nick?
I think Michael said the tweet or the comment maybe. I think it was the tweet. But let's talk about the fact that I think they might break that Berlin Wall. They got United, Brentford, Arsenal, City, and Newcastle. It's very, very possible that not one, Palace jumps them. It might happen. Wolves might freaking jump them, putting them into 13th.
So this is actually one that I will sit here and let us chat through. How many goals does Madrid get past them in midweek? Because I said 6 originally. They only got 2 in the first game. I'm still hoping for 4 more. But you said it. United, Brentford, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Forest, City, Newcastle. Right there is 7 games. Of those 7 games, I think we'd be really hard pressed to give them more than 4 points. Right?
Brentford, I think there are 4 games. Newcastle, City, Arsenal, United. They get no points from. 0 points. Okay? So that gives you Brentford, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
I got it. You got to give him Bournemouth. You got to give him Bournemouth.
I think actually it's at Bournemouth, but I think at that point Bournemouth will be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be less of a game. But I also do fully subscribe to, like, those teams love beating up on the big teams.
They're going to say we beat Chelsea. They're going to say we beat Chelsea. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Next year, when Bournemouth stays up and they're talking about what they need to build on, the Chelsea win at the end of the year would be one of those things. I think you'd be really, really hard. It'd be really hard to find someone who thinks Chelsea's going to break 45 points this year.
I think best case scenario is for them is 7 points.
Yeah.
Out of that.
I think so too.
I think they finish 1 spot below where they are. I think Palace passes them.
I agree with that.
I would love, for you, Dylan, I would love Wolves to get up there. I'd love them in 13.
Me too, but I was looking I was doing research into my bets, and Leicester is somehow a favorite this weekend, so I don't think it's happening based off of that.
wow, they really gave up that quick, huh?
I think Wolves is a little bit. If Wolves jumps them, then I think they got like 2 points. I think they lost to like one of those 3 teams, and they drew the other 2.
Yeah. I think that's interesting. I do think, like, obviously we're all going to say this, and then, City could end up losing to them. They always play them tough. It's fine. But what I would love to know, and it's someone much smarter than all 4 of us, probably all 4 of us combined, how much money are they missing out on from going from 11th to 12th or 11th to 13th? Because however that shakes out, FFP is going to have to be knocking on that door.
Well, I've already seen something. They're selling at least 8 players.
They say that every year.
Yeah, but they can't get away with what they've been doing.
I gotta believe them this year.
No, you don't.
They can't do the long contracts
It's the same
anymore.
situation, dude. Listen, they buy people. They buy people all the time. This was for sure, like, insane. Like, this was on a different level, but they do it every single year to the point where, like, they never sell anybody. Isn't Batshuayi still a lone player there?
Might be.
Batshuayi's been a perpetual.
See, you don't know. That's the messed up thing. It's like he could be. We don't know for sure.
Very true. Yeah.
Can we do a final points number?
Yeah. I think 45.
I think
they get 45.
You think they get 6 more points?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 4. I Dylan, did you say 4 or did you say 4, John? Initially,
I said 6.
You said they'd be hard pressed to get 4.
To get 4, yeah, but I think 6.
I think they'll I think they'll lose one of those games, and I think they'll draw and win. I'm gonna give them 43 to end the year.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what Nick gave him too.
I'm gonna give him 7.
Okay.
Wow.
If
So
we're gonna say
if
we're gonna say that the Wolves are gonna pass them,
you can say F all you want, but don't say that.
They win 1 game, 42.
42.
Okay.
Whoa!
Love it.
Oh, bigger question, real quick. Hypotheticals, of course. This happens. They get 4 points. Frank Lampard, does he ever manage in Does he ever get hired into the Premier League? The only way he gets
No.
in is through
No.
promotion.
Only if he's caretaking Chelsea next year again.
Brother. He's
Only
He's
if
a
Nagelsmann
terrible
doesn't
coach.
work out and they're like, Frank, please come back and caretake us again.
You got the first John
Like-
Whitaker brother of the day. It must be a ridiculous comment.
The funniest part about this whole game, by the way, is that other than Brighton just dog walking another team from London, is the fact that, sorry, I'm just watching Michael spit out his drink while I said that. It just made my day. Outside of them and the refs allowing the dog walk not to happen last week, is Frank Lampard, I'm pretty sure, changed up his rotation, thinking that he's got the perfect plan to somehow get through Real Madrid tomorrow. And it's just not going to happen, which is why I just find it funny.
who did I say you could lock into the stadium and they wouldn't score 5 goals?
Nottingham Forest, which is also accurate.
Yeah, you could do that for an eternity, and they're not going to score. And Real Madrid can't play offense. They're not going to score 3 goals.
This joke would be better if I phrased it a different way, but like, do you know what Frank Lampard and his current team at Chelsea have in common?
What?
Little to no goals.
Cheers. One game early. Frank Lampard's next job will be in Belgium, in the Netherlands.
It's gonna be in Turkey.
Turkey. Yeah.
No, he's gonna be the next Al Nassr manager.
Yeah.
No,
Or that.
I think Nuno, at this point, that's between the ex-Wolf coaches. I'm pretty sure Bruno and Nuno are both in that league.
Yeah, I think they are. I think you're absolutely correct. It's the Wolves League. No shade to the MLS because I'm trying to be more pro MLS.
Oh God.
But I think that might be the
There are
logical
better
place
coaches
to
in
go.
MLS. Don't you dare say that. There are good coaches in MLS.
Wayne Rooney is coaching in the MLS right now.
Wayne Rooney's not a terrible coach, in my opinion.
He almost.
He's at least he's smart and
He
is
almost
going to
pulled
these
Derby.
smaller clubs and figuring it out instead of being like, you know what, you're right. I'm going to go to United because I definitely know how to coach there.
Dude, he almost pulled Derby out of that freaking that conundrum.
You're right. I'm
Kind of.
just saying. Minnesota United, Frank Lampard, Fabrizio Romano, here we go. Doesn't shock me. That's all
No,
I'm
we
saying.
need him at who the hell are the Flamingos? I texted you guys yesterday with that freaking call. There's three gringos or gingos, whatever the hell he freaking called them. It was so good. It's
What
not
are
a
you
gringo.
talking about?
We're struggling here.
Let's talk about Arsenal, yeah?
That was forward Madison of the USL.
That's what it was.
West Ham
yes.
2, West Ham 2, Arsenal 2. The other game I figured we'd spend some time on. In the first 10 minutes, Arsenal looked like the champion team that they have the entire year. Gabby in the 7th and Martin Odegaard in the 2nd. They give up a pen in the 33rd to Ben Rama. Bukayo Saka misses a pen in the 52nd. Jared Bowen gets a goal 2 minutes later after the miss. West Ham hold on for the draw. This game affects me the most, obviously. I am fully in Bill Belichick mode right now. I don't care what they do. We have to win every game. That's all. I am on to Bayern. Then I'm on to the FA Cup. And then I'm on to Arsenal. They're the next Premier League game we play. If we just go undefeated, we can't lose. So that's all I care about. And that's what I'm going to state my piece. In that world, this draw doesn't mean shit. In the real world, though, I think they are in trouble. And I think this is not a good sign for them. And that's pretty obvious, but I think there's a lot of reasons for it. But I would love your guys' take, too.
I think they need to stop blowing people out. I think they get complacent and bored, and then they get into trouble. Like, I think
So
they need to play a Wolves type of game and just, eke out a 1-0 win and feel that rush again.
Or like, strategically go behind early.
Yeah, Nick would know about that.
Nick, your thoughts
Why?
on Arsenal,
Why?
bud?
Dude, I was so jacked up how the game started with my parlay that I had, and it just could not have gone any worse. I'm like, oh, I'm already counting. Where am I spending this on? And of course, the other leg of it was Anthony to have a shot on goals. That was beautiful. I am loving every moment of this because with every moment that this happens, John's hope that he won't externally show the internalization of his hope that this is really going to happen is just going to make the ep when it doesn't happen that much better.
You should have seen me in Philly. I was going nuts.
Do you have a cheesesteak?
It is unbelievable how just having Zinchenko out changes everything for them. Like it really is. Like how different it makes them in attack. And honestly, how do you like this is the reason why I think they won't win the league. And this is a serious comment. This goes back to the Liverpool City of the last few years. And today this was classic Liverpool stuff. Like when they're down, they step on them and they do not let them up. Like Arsenal you should have been 3-0 at half. Don't even give them a chance to peg one back, and give them that little bit of hope. This is why they don't have the killer instinct to really do. It's one thing to do it against Liverpool, regardless of the season they're having. Liverpool comes back, but doing it to relegation, battling West Ham like this, and look bad doing it. Like you can lose it for a minute or two, but all of a sudden, like you can't get it back. Not a good look, fam. Not a good look.
They were like legitimately dominant that first 30 minutes.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be 8-0.
Yeah. I almost shut the TV off.
Yeah. Michael, you and I had a back and forth on this. I know you got some takes. Some opinions.
I'm just waiting for the acknowledgement that Bobby Firmino ruined Arsenal's season.
As a parting gift.
He killed him. Like he just killed him with that header. Yeah, I will say they're not the same with Rob Holding back there and not Saliba.
No. Yeah.
Rob Holding's hair. I thought about that. He looks like he wants to be.
Way.
He looks like he wants to be David Beckham in 1994, but he's obviously not.
My man's name is Rob Holding.
I've been saying it for I think since the beginning. I've never said Arsenal are going to win the league because this is just the Man City Thanos. Like this, you guys are inevitable at the end of the year. This is just what you do. If it's close, you're going to win out. You're going to win 10 games in a row or whatever. All the Arsenal people, again, I'm the most online person here. All the Arsenal people going, oh, Liverpool, we know what you meant now. We know what you meant. No, you don't. You didn't score 99. You didn't get 99 points and lose the title. Like, that didn't happen to you. You didn't have a ball clear off the goal line from, I don't know which defender it was, that basically almost went over. You didn't have Rodri handball against Everton that didn't get called and then get pulled back last year. Like, you don't know what it's like. And frankly, like, I'm going to walk away with this when Man City win this title as Liverpool is the only team that beat them during this run. And I'm going to sleep great.
You sound like a real Giants fan right now.
This is, I'm going to say it too. When Liverpool and Man City were going after it for the 3-year stretch or whatever, and we said these are the two best teams probably the Premier League has like ever seen on a consistent basis points wise, and everyone's like the Invincibles though.
But they tied so many games.
And now they're, oh my God, they're going to have more points than the Invincibles. They're going to lose the league. Yeah, it happened to us 3 times. Like, you can't have it both ways. So I don't feel bad at all. You're going to lose again. You're going to lose to Man City. Man City's going to go down. The best Premier League team, the best Premier League run too, ever.
I love Internet Copium. And one of the best ones I saw the other night was, like there's actually a gif of Vince McMahon like realizing like he has the power or some shit, and they showed an Arsenal fan made it, and it showed like us realizing that last year Man City gave up 2 goals to West Ham, tied them, missed a penalty, and still won the league. And then it's like, we just did that. We're still going to win the league. It was like such a roundabout way to be like, oh, I can deal with this.
Teams are just not the same teams either. No, by the way, like just not the same.
So I'm really biting my tongue to ask this. Is anyone back in Arsenal?
No, I have never backed Arsenal.
Why?
Dylan.
Dylan's taking plus money. That's why he's backing him.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yep.
so the odds swung. Now they're plus money, and you jumped on it a little bit.
I
Just
mean,
'cause?
obviously it's going to come down to, 2 weeks from now? And, I don't know. I think they're going to do something to just make sure they tie that game. Like, it's going to be like a park the bus type of thing to make sure they do that and then just see if they can see it the rest out. But, like, it's more fun. Someone's got to change it up. So I will jump on this ride with the Arsenal fans and be heartbroken if you win the league. Even though I'm pretty positive you're going to win a treble.
The opposite of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. For us, that Arsenal United bet if they win the league looks real good, right?
Do you realize, like, I'm also saying this with the Wolves having to play Arsenal the last game of the year, and, like, that actually might, like, if the Wolves actually ruin it for Arsenal and win you a league, like, can you send me, do I get a ring?
or should I pay you out on how much you bet for them in the future?
If that's the case, then yes, I will do that.
Sounds good. Yeah,
I want to. Sorry,
Go ahead, Michael.
the last thing, I want to just make this bold claim. This is my bold claim. From now to the end of the year, it will not change. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think you guys win the league. I think Real Madrid win the Champions League.
Oh, fuck off.
I think Brighton win the FA Cup.
Damn. So I only get one.
Yeah. You get that one that you, for years go, it's the best one. It's the most important one. It's the only one I ever care about.
Yeah,
We know what he really cares about.
I really want to.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
I really want
I can't
Champions League.
I can't pick against Real Madrid. I said it earlier in the year. I cannot pick against Real Madrid.
It makes too much. They make too much sense in that tournament. I think that's a good point though. Before we get to Dylan's bets, let's close it out this way. Nick, League, FA Cup, and Champions League. I'll even let you guess on the Europa League too. Buddy.
Nice.
It's a little pity guess.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll slide that your way, bud.
Yeah, hey, I'll take it. Again, it only matters because I'm in it. I'm gonna take League is City. FA Cup. Fuck it. I'm gonna take Brighton.
Yeah, that would go on a limb
Just
there.
took 'em.
Were you not listening?
No, I was not.
He was not.
When he said it, I was like, he's gonna take Sheffield United, that cheeky bastard.
That motherfucker.
I'm gonna go Real Madrid, Champions League. Did you do it too?
This is worse than our Instagram chat.
Yeah, this is bad.
Hey, asshole, look up. It's literally what it is.
You just inadvertently recreated one of the best scenes from Hot Rod, and I too like to party.
He just like me for real.
And
Damn.
I'm taking and I'm gonna take United for Europa.
There you go, bud.
Yeah, good job.
Dylan?
I can't wait to listen back to this and be like, wow, that was fucking stupid on my part.
All right, I'll take Arsenal. You know what, Nick, you need to win. I'll give United the FA Cup because like they just go for little trophies now. And then
Says the trophyless dude in the bottom right corner.
Hey, he was the original. He was an original creator of the football league in England. So
Yeah.
put some respect on his name.
We got participation.
He's in
And-
my
and-
bottom
and-
left corner.
And the reason why the European Cup started.
True.
You're welcome. So without me, you don't get to win little trophies. So you're welcome. And then I will go with Napoli. Still.
Damn, Napoli with a comeback.
Damn, John, you ain't winning shit.
And I'm an O for here. Just to counteract that bad juju, running the table. I think we don't lose the game the rest of the year.
Oh, do you remember what happened last time you said that?
We're not gonna
Immediate. I don't think we lose this year. Meanwhile, he's in second. He's in second most of the year.
Yeah, it's fine. Perfect. Dylan, you got any midweek bets? You got any European bets? Anything that you want to throw on there?
First off, Michael, I took your 3 bets. If you parlay them together, it's plus 4,100. In case you were curious, of
What 3 bets?
Brighton City, Real Madrid,
Oh,
future winners.
I will be in Ohio Thursday, so I'll plug that in.
Perfect. Then, you don't want weekend stuff too? You just want?
No, you can. Well, I would save it for the episode later this week, but you don't have to.
Well, I don't know if I told you guys this. I'm in Scottsdale for another bachelor party, so I'm gonna miss the weekend one.
Throw them in there then, bud.
So I will be taking tomorrow Napoli to advance plus 110. Just because I could see this game ending in a tie because they don't need it. But again, I don't think Chelsea scores. So Real Madrid plus 140. We can take that as well tomorrow. And then the 2 weekend bets are based off what I've seen from Leeds, Fulham plus 140 at home, and then Crystal Palace plus 105 against Everton. Nice and simple.
Easy peasy. I love it. The Champions League back at it again tomorrow. All right, let's get out of here with the joke. Good app.
So, honestly, I'm disappointed in myself. I should have had this joke on a couple pods earlier when we were really complaining about them. But here we go. How do we know when soccer referees are happy? Because they whistle while they work. Cheers.
The NAFTA podcast.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.